This is NDTV. And you're watching Ndtv-Hindu.
Very good evening and welcome to Headlines Now with me, Ashmit Kumar. Now again, it's been one of those days that really takes your breath away, ranging from action in the political spectrum to action from the cricketing fiesta that we know as the World Cup 2011. Now first up, the CBI homes in on the Kalanya TV as a beneficiary of the 2G scam. Raids weeks away from the polls with the CBI gunning for blood. The situation ahead of the polls looks nervous and edgy to say the least for the ruling party. But the DMK maintains a defiant front. Kanimudi plays captain cool. Meanwhile, Ramados softens the CBI body blow. Finally, the PMK chooses to lend strength to the ruling alliance and even gets a neat bargain in return. And Captain Vijaykanth sticking to alliance politics, he is again looking to dock with the AIADMK. How will that work out and what will be the seat sharing formula for them? But that's not all. World Cup mania is driving the fans nuts here in Chennai. And as promised, we have picked the winner in the Ticket to the Wicket contest. And we will be announcing the winners in just a short while. Keep watching. All of this and a lot more in the next 30 minutes for you. But first, let's take a quick look at all the top stories at this hour. Even as CBI strikes too close for comfort, the CM's woes ahead of the polls continue to mount. But Kanimudi remains defiant.
Ma'am, have you received any kind of summons from the CBI?
No, I haven't got any summons from the CBI.
Lanka buckles under pressure, releases 24 fishermen who were kidnapped by the Lankan Navy. 106 more will be set free later today. Sonia Gandhi responds to PMK's SOS. Ramados commits to the DMK alliance, gets a neat bargain with 31 seats.
திமுக தலைமையிலான கூட்டணி மிகப்பெரிய வெற்றியை பெறும்.
Alliance politics is the norm across the spectrum. Vijaykanth will meet Amma. How many seats will it take for the captain to dock with the AIADMK? Can seductive Vidya Balan take on the sensual Silk Smitha? That's the raging debate as Bollywood's version of Silk Smitha.
I will sue you in the court.
Let's also have a quick look at developments coming in from across the country. Maoists who abducted a collector in Orissa send a list of 7 demands. Negotiations may begin soon. Meanwhile, virtual support for the kidnapped collector gains momentum on networking sites. His Facebook page is flooded with appeals for release. A joint parliamentary committee can be held only for the 2G scam. The Parliamentary Affairs Minister says a final decision will be taken in the Parliament. L.K. Advani writes to Sonia Gandhi, expresses regret for the BJP's claim that Sonia and Rajiv Gandhi had accounts in foreign banks. As the wave of protests in West Asia spreads, Human Rights Watch says the Libyan security forces have already killed 24 protesters. An ICC chief executive Harun Lorgat backs the 50-over format, says that this is the flagship event. Well, first up in our top story, even as the DMK channel Kalanya TV was raided, the chief of the DMK had a busy day firming up alliances ahead of the assembly polls in Tamil Nadu. A foe turned a friend, the PMK is back with the DMK, but the ruling party is only hoping that a friend it sees in the Congress party doesn't turn foe. Radhika Iyer reports on the many challenges ahead for the 86-year-old Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, otherwise popularly known as Kalaignar.
31 தொகுதிகள் ஒரு ராஜ்யசபா சீட்.
The cracks in the relationship between the PMK and the DMK cemented for now. The PMK walks away with 31 seats and 1 Rajya Sabha seat for itself. It is now the turn of the Congress to demand its pound of flesh from the DMK. Though the two parties have been saying all is hunky-dory, sources in the DMK say that the seat-sharing talks led by the Home Minister P. Chidambaram haven't been as smooth. The Congress wants nothing short of 70 seats. Of the 234 assembly seats in Tamil Nadu, if the DMK were to give away 70 seats to the Congress and 31 to the PMK, then it would be left with a little over just 100 seats. Because the other smaller parties like the VCK and the Muslim League also come under its umbrella. The bigger challenge is to face polls at a time when the CBI has reached its doorstep in connection with the 2G scam.
Kalinga's television stand, I think, has been made very clear by its statements by Mr. Sharad Kumar, and I think we have nothing to hide.
Karunanidhi, otherwise called as Kalaignar in Tamil, means a man who has many a talent. With the 2G scam only getting bigger and dirtier, with the alliance partners bargaining hard, with Jayalalitha preparing to rise like a phoenix, and with the infighting between his two sons, Stalin and Aragiri, only getting public, the Kalaignar sure needs to gather all his talent for the election summer ahead. With Sunil Prabhu in New Delhi, in Chennai, Radhika Iyer, NDTV.
Well, speaking of alliances, the PMK finalizing ties with the DMK a day after the Congress intervened has given a clear picture of the alliance formations in the state ahead of the critical assembly elections. Now, this has also raised speculations about pressure on both the DMK and the AIA-DMK to agree for a coalition setup post-elections.
2 days after Anbumani Ramadas reportedly met Sonia Gandhi, the PMK has got what it wanted. It is in the Congress-DMK fold and has got 31 seats to contest in the upcoming assembly elections. It will also get a Rajya Sabha seat as part of the electoral arrangement. Sources say Congress may bargain for more than 70 seats in the alliance, a demand that is likely to put some pressure on the DMK, which has already parted with 31 seats for the PMK. The main opposition, AIA-DMK, also will be under pressure from Vijayakant's DMDK to cede more seats. PMK, which almost got left out of the alliance, is the only party to have got what it wanted. The presence of VCK and PMK in the DMK-led alliance will help counteract the possible AIA-DMK-DMDK combine in the northern districts of Tamil Nadu. While the Congress's presence will help garner votes in southern Tamil Nadu, the 2G scam impact and the anti-incumbency factor may make the summer polls very tough for the ruling side. In Chennai, with reporter Peer Mohammed, Kuku Alex for Ndtv-Hindu.
Well, staying with the talk of pre-poll alliances, but an action coming in from the opposition's stable. Even as the DMK and the PMK's marriage received the blessings of Congress chief Sonia Gandhi, the DMK chief is busy with his own poll calculations. Sources are telling us that he plans on discussing possible alliances with the chief opposition party, AIA-DMK. Now, if clear political weather prevails, the captain could sail smoothly into the opposition alliance by tonight. Well, in another sensitive issue after the uproar in Tamil Nadu over repeated attacks on Tamil fishermen, the Sri Lankan government is finally seen responding to India's muscle flexing. In the latest development, the Sri Lankan government has released 24 Indian fishermen from Pudukkottai district who were nabbed from the high seas by the Lankan Navy personnel. And there is more reason to celebrate for the fisher folk. KPP Sami, the fisheries minister, has announced that at least 106 more fishermen from Nagapattinam will also be released. Now, this move comes after Indian Foreign Minister S.M. Krishna took up the issue with his Sri Lankan counterpart on Thursday. According to Lankan officials, the Indian fishermen had strayed into Sri Lankan waters and hence were arrested. In some more news from the city, earlier this morning, lawyers and advocates conducted a protest march inside the Madras High Court campus, demanding action against the police officers in charge during the High Court violence on 19th of February in the year 2009, when several advocates, including a High Court judge, had been severely injured when the advocates clashed with the police. Now, the incident happened when 13 advocates were being arrested for an assault on Janata Party President Subramanian Swamy. Marking the second anniversary of the infamous incident, the advocates across the state had announced that they would be abstaining from the courts today.
As against the brutal attack, we have been fighting forever. Still till today, we have not reached the justice. That's what I can say. For that, we have approached the court, legal way we have approached, and we have argued the case, and we have got the order against 4 officers. the government was directed to suspend those 4 officers, yet till now they were not suspended. In spite of it, they have approached the Supreme Court and they wanted to transfer the case. Though the ordinary police attacked the lawyers, the court has observed that because of the higher officials' wrong misguidance and misdirection, the incident had taken place. The advocates are all innocent. It has been observed in the court. So these 4 officers we are aiming, and we are not asking anything more. It is the verdict of the court. We are asking the government to execute the order of the court.
Well, here is a move for the history books. The BJP comes close to apologizing to its fiercest opponent, Sonia Gandhi. We get you more details on this interesting development on the other side.